Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and D compartment. Today I want to do something a little special, something a little different. Basically, why it's a little quiet at the moment. So basically, we're gonna get over here to the tool chest, right? And basically what I want to do is, as you can see at top, um, and as you already know through many past videos, you can tell that I have a lot of different Milwaukee cordless tools sitting at the top. And as you see down here at my bottom drawer, you also see different varieties of cordless tools. In the shop, I also use pneumatic tools such as Ingersoll Rand and Stillman Pro. But in the last couple of months, the Stillman Pro half-inch impacts kind of burnt out, so I've been basically going to my 3/8 stubby Ingersoll Rand Q35 Max quite a little bit more often. But on my daily use, I basically use what you see right there is the Milwaukee 1/4-inch stubby with a friction ring with an anvil, and I also use this Milwaukee stubby hex, 1/4-inch hex. Okay, down here basically what you are looking at is the 3/8 stubby, the 2554-20 model, which is a 3/8 drive. And then over here you have the half-inch high torque, which is the 2767-20 model. Over here in this case, I also have another impact wrench with two batteries. The high torque I actually have two 5.0 batteries for, and the 3/8 stubby I use a 6.0 battery. For the 1/4 inches that you see at top, I use basically the regular normal standard 2.0 batteries, but when I need more power, as you can see, I go to the 4.0 that you see sitting on the half-inch ratchet. But to get back over here to the side tray, as you can see, I have this bolt right here. And what I want to do is I want to take that bolt and I want to put it over there on that vise, as you can see, sitting over there on the workbench. Back to the side tray, as you can see, this is a 24mm Tecton impact socket. And as you are taking a look here, this is a Stillman Pro torque wrench that's ranging up to 250 foot-pounds. Okay, at the prior moment, I have this bolt already torqued down to 150 foot-pounds. It can't basically go no more further because, as you can see, it's flushed against the plate. So like I said, I want to do something special today, and in this demonstration, what I first want to start off with is the 1/4-inch stubby with friction ring with an anvil, and then with the stubby hex 1/4-inch. Then I want to go to the 3/8 Ingersoll Rand 35Q Max. Then I would like to go to the 3/8 stubby, and then take it to this impact wrench that's basically in this case. Then take it to the high torque. With the high torque, we already know that the high torque, you know, has a lot of power and a lot of force. So we're gonna get to it, do the little demonstration, and we're gonna see, you know, if the 1/4 inches are durable. I will be using reducers and adapters to basically get the correct fitment on this 24mm Tecton impact socket. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, I basically have the bolt and the vise. The vise is Wilton vise. Okay. Okay, now I got the Stillman Pro torque 24mm Tecton impact. Okay. Okay, basically, as you can see, it's already torqued down, but as I'm putting force on it with one hand and basically trying to hold the camera at the same time, it basically keeps shifting. Okay. Okay, to get back over here to the side tray, I'm gonna basically use the battery here that came out of the 1/4 inch stubby with friction ring, because that battery there, the hex, I use the hex quite a lot throughout the day, so I never actually got an opportunity to charge that battery. So I'm gonna go with this battery for the moment. But like I said, as you see, I have a hex square 1/2 inch adapter, and you already know that this is a 1/4 inch Milwaukee with a 1/2 inch teched in 24mm impact socket on it. Okay, so we're gonna get back over here to the bolt. You want to see? Okay, so as you can see, it's not basically budging it, and I actually do have it in mode 3. Okay. Okay, with the 1/4 inch stubby, I'm gonna skip on this particular gun, because technically I'm not liking the fitment. This is a 1/4 inch with a 1/4 inch reducer, and here is the 3/8 to a 1/2 inch, but the fitment is not tight enough. I don't want the socket to walk on me while trying to basically do the demonstration. So basically what I'll do is I'll go to the 3/8 stubby, and we'll see if the 3/8 stubby basically can remove the bolt. Okay, so now we're gonna go high in size to the 3/8 stubby, and as you can see, I have a 6.0 battery on it with the 24mm Tecton impact socket. Okay, so as you can see, basically the 3/8 stubby is breaking it free. Okay. Okay, so as we already took notice to the 1/4 inch hex drive, and the 1/4 inch stubby with friction ring and anvil, we skipped through those because basically we were seeing that basically it wasn't able to remove the bolt. So basically what I did is I torqued everything back down, and I'm gonna reposition it so its plate is flush against here. Okay, as you can see, you got air holes here. So now I'm gonna put the 24mm Tecton impact socket on the Ingersoll. Okay, because the Ingersoll yesterday was struggling a little bit on a Caravan with 3C lug nuts, but it had no problem tearing down a Silverado double cab pickup truck. Okay, and the pickup truck's torque specs is a whole lot much more higher than the Chrysler Caravan that I was basically using this Ingersoll Rand on just technically yesterday, that it was struggling on, which I actually had to pull out the Milwaukee 1/2 inch high torque. So in these demonstrations, if the 3/8 stubby was basically able to break this free, then technically there's really no reason for me to go to the high torque, because we all know that the high torque is definitely going to be able to remove this. But now we're going to see and go back to this Ingersoll Rand here. Okay. Okay, so now as you can see, I got the 24mm Tecton impact socket back on the Ingersoll Rand. Like I said, this is the IRQ Max, the 35 Q Max 3/8 drive. Matter of fact, because I'm holding the camera and holding the gun with one hand, give me a second because I basically got to get um, the socket locked in on its anvil real quick. Okay, I have it locked in now. Like I always say, is when I'm basically trying to show it's and demonstrate at times, it's hard for me to hold a camera and hold a tool at the same time while doing a certain demonstration. So now, okay, so as you can see, the Ingersoll rand is removing it. So like I said, it was struggling yesterday a little bit. I'm not quite sure with the specs or how highly torqued the lug nuts were on that Chrysler. But in today's demonstration, as you can basically see, just as well as the 3/8 cordless stubby was basically able to remove this lug. As you already know and as you can see, this is not cordless. This is a pneumatic air tool right here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna basically be the demonstration. As you can tell the bolt, I don't know whether you can see that in the threading, but it was torqued down very tight. If you take a look at basically how I had it in a vise, it was marring up. It was basically so tight in there. So as you can see, the Milwaukee 3/8 stubby impact was able to break it free, and so was the Ingersoll. So that's basically what that's gonna be on the day. Like I said, I'm passing on the 1/4 inch because basically the 1/4 inches weren't basically breaking it free. So technically there wasn't no need for me to go to the wrench that's in this particular case, because this is a quick release 1/4 inch hex. Okay. The high torque, you already know. If the 3/8 stubby broke it, then it definitely is not no comparison or no match when it comes to the 1/2 inch high torque. Okay. So basically, that's going to be the little review today. And as always, as you already know, it's your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. And until the next one, we'll check you later. Peace.